Hi there, I'm Stephen Page.
And I'm Jim Cregan.
We're both in the Barenaked Ladies, and we are for Buffalo. You're watching Nickel City Scene.
I remember when the Barenaked Ladies played the Icon about 5 years ago. Now they sold out Sheas in 2 days. I had the opportunity to speak with Steve and Jim before the show. So how did you get your start? Then you were playing clubs, air-conditioned?
Playing, our high schools and things like that. Very, mundane gigs, and we just did them because people asked us to.
Yeah, I was going to university, and we'd do like 2 gigs a week somewhere in Toronto. And it lasted for about a year of doing straight gigs like that. And then we decided to start taking it to the East Coast of Canada and then do a country tour.
And then we did an R&B tour after that, and a jazz tour.
For that.
Yeah.
So then the big thing was Yoko Ono. That was
our first big song, absolutely. I mean, CFMY, the radio station in Toronto, played that song a lot. We ended up a lot of good gigs out of that, a lot of good exposure.
Okay, let's talk about the new CD. Putting that CD together, how did that differ from putting together the first 2 CDs?
Well, I think with the third CD, we'd been through already 2 albums, of course, and we knew what we wanted a little more. We wanted to capture the beginning inspiration you get when you hear a song. So how it went was Stephen Ed wrote most of the songs beforehand, and then brought them to Ty and I, and our first reaction to the way it sounded was what went on tape, and it caught that sort of live feeling.
What inspires your lyrics on the third album, particularly?
I think a lot of the things that have always inspired me to write lyrics, just whether they're everyday situations or situations I see people, my friends or so on in, or the situations I see other musicians in or people in the public eye.
What about Shoebox? Who was that about? Is that about someone?
Well, I write a lot of songs almost as if they're soundtracks to stories or to movies or something like that. It's like they're not necessarily the explicit story itself, but it's kind of based on another story. So I was writing the song about a teenage kid who's going out with a woman in her 30s. She doesn't realize how young he is, and then she asks him to move in with him, and he thinks, well, either I tell her the truth, that I actually still live with my parents and I'm only 17, or I break up with her. So he chooses to break up with her.
What about the CD-ROM? Why did you decide to put CD-ROM clips on the new CD? And will future CDs have CD-ROM?
Well, I think future CDs will probably have something like that. It's a cool little bonus for people to have, and if you've got a computer, you have access to a bunch of stuff. A lot of our fans in the U.S. haven't had the opportunity to see our videos, for instance. People who haven't seen us live can see some clips of what our live show is like, and I think they get a good sense of what the personality of the band is all about.
Broke into the old apartment.
Are you looking for a new keyboardist?
We have a guy who's on the road with us and has done some recording with us. His name's Kevin Hearn. He used to be in a Toronto band called The Look People.
He's a great musician.
Yeah, and a cool guy. We like him a lot, so we're going to hope that he'll stick around for a while.
Great.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to answer this or not, but why did Andy Cregan leave?
He actually passed away, unfortunately. No.
As you laugh.
Why did Andy leave? I think he just wanted to do his own thing. I think, he put in a lot of time with this band and had been in it since he was in high school. I think it was, he felt it was time to go on and do different stuff.
We just had a little stir fry about a couple months ago and said, bye, Andy. See you later. Have fun. Yeah, kind of dinner.
That was good. That was ended on a happy note.
Yeah.
Well, it takes time.
Maybe you can come back and maybe be on one song, maybe in future.
Yeah, right.
He wishes.
What about your fans in Buffalo?
They suck. They're the worst. No, Buffalo fans are awesome. I mean, this show at Shea's sold out in 2 or 3 days, and I mean, I just love playing here, and they've always been great since we've been playing, back at the Icon.
The gallery was bouncing last time.
Yeah, up in the balcony.
Wow.
Boom, boom, boom.
Like
cool.
This.
It was very cool.
That's what you get when you look at the